Welcome back to Kristen Live. Today I'm going to show you 5 easy and delicious lunch box bento style ideas for adults. So if you want to take these on the run with you to the office, it's just nice to be able to make a healthy lunch and have it ready to go. And I love the idea of having small portions of several things. I don't like to sit and eat a big meal of just like one thing. So let's get started. For bento box style lunch number 1, we've got a hard-boiled egg. I've taken just like a basic little baking cup that's disposable and put some cut up cucumber and tomatoes in there, as well as some Wasa multigrain crackers. And to finish it off, I'm just going to take a scoop of this roasted, this is roasted red bell pepper hummus. And I'm going to put it in one of these handy little disposable cups. And that keeps it from getting really dirty in there. And you have yourself, whoop, if I can get this, you'll have yourself Monday's lunch. So that is bento box 1. All right, so for number 2, I've got some sliced red apple. And then I'm going to take a bagel, which I've toasted. You don't have to, but I just did a half a bagel. And I'm going to spread some cream cheese on it. I like a lot of cream cheese on mine. Okay. And yesterday I posted Bento Box Lunch Ideas for kids for taking them when they take their lunches to school. So if you want to check that out, I'll make sure to link it above. Okay, so we've got our cream cheese on there. And normally I would probably use like a Roma tomato, but I don't have any, so I just used these grape tomatoes. And I'm just going to stick them on here like so. It already looks pretty. Okay, and then I'm just going to, actually I'll probably go ahead and cut this first. Just don't want to stay on there. And then just take some sliced avocado. And actually, I should probably put that on there first. Usually I use, like I said, a slice of flat tomato, so this definitely makes it a little bit more difficult to assemble, but it's all going to taste the same when we're done. All right. Stick these in here. And you have bento box number 2. So you've got the half sliced bagel with the avocado and tomato and your sliced red apple. I'm just going to take some sunflower seeds and put them in one of these handy little baking cups and stick them right here next to the apple. And there, beautiful, is, you see that, bento box number 2. All right, so let's move on to number 3. So for bento box number 3, we're going to do a Mexican style. So I've got some baby corn here. Just going to go ahead and stick that in here. I've got some black olives that I've put in a baking sheet. Let's see if we can get all those to fit in there. Okay, and then I'm going to make a quick and easy guacamole. I've got some sliced avocado, about 3/4 of one. And I've got, sorry, my dogs are barking in the background. I've got a clove of garlic and some onion chopped. And I'm just going to cut a few of these little baby tomatoes that I have. I'm just going to throw it all in a small bowl and add a little bit of salt and pepper, which is optional. I really like ground pepper, and I like a lot of ground pepper. All right, and then I'm just kind of mash it with any kind of flat spoon or fork, or you can even put it in a food processor. I just like mine a little more chunky, so I don't put it in a food processor. I just kind of blend it together, let the ingredients kind of soak each other up, and all the different flavors combine together. And almost done here. I'm also going to put some tortilla chips with this. If you guys don't want to do tortilla chips, you could always put a taco shell, or you can even make your own tortilla chips by taking whatever kind of tortilla you like and putting it in some hot oil, and you can make your own chips. Just depends on how much time we have. But for this video, I'm just going to use a bag of tortilla chips. Alright. So there is my guac, and I'm just going to stick, I'm telling you guys, these are like a penny a piece. They're a lifesaver. I'm going to stick my guac right like that. And let's see, chips. You just throw some chips in there, and then, oh, one thing I forgot to get out is I like to put some lettuce in there too. So I've got some ready spring mix. It's already washed and ready to eat. So handy. I know it's a little bit more expensive, whoops, but it really is handy. And so because this has already been washed, it's dry, it's not going to make the chips soggy. And there you have, whoops, making a mess. And there you have Bento Box number 3. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And in just a minute I'll come back and we'll finish up the week with Thursday and Friday. We are on to Bento Box number 4. And what I've got here is a spinach and herb tortilla, just a half of one. And I've got a few slices of turkey, or whatever meat you prefer. You can use whichever. I've got a piece of pepper jack cheese. And then I'm just going to start rolling it. Kind of tuck as you roll like you would sushi. Take a very sharp knife. Cut yourself some rolls. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be pretty or exact. And you just kind of put them in there where they kind of stay together. All right, and then I've got some little orange segments. And you can either keep it peeled and peel it when you're ready to eat, or you can go ahead and do it. The nice thing about oranges is they're going to stay good. They're going to stay fresh, so you might as well do the dirty work when you're at home. And then I'm just going to take some mixed nuts into one of my little handy disposable baking sheets. And voila! Bento Box number 4 is complete. All right. Let's do the last but not least, number 5. Last but not least, number 5. So this could be your Friday. It's kind of a fun one. It doesn't take a lot of time. I've just got some spring roll rice wrappers, and you just want to take some warm water and dip it in there for just about 10 seconds or so until it softens up. Alright, this is about the consistency you want it. So we've got that, and I've got some seared tuna, and I will put the recipe to all this of how I made the tuna and the spices I used. So this is actually quite a bit of tuna for this one roll, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys the idea. I've got some cucumber spears, some avocado, and a little bit of radish and spring mix. It's actually, when you're learning to do this, it's much easier if you start with a smaller portion, but this is how I usually do mine. So, and you want to do it pretty quickly before your rice wrapper starts to kind of mold to your baking sheet. All right. Now, if you have fresh thyme on hand, that is a great way to seal these, just to make sure it stays sealed. And I've stopped on the seal so that it stays put. And then I'm going to take a very sharp knife and cut these into almost like little sushi rolls. So we'll just stick them right here. And you can make as many of those as you want. Obviously I have tons of ingredients left over. It just depends on how much you normally eat in a day. So this is bento box number 5. You've got your Vietnamese spring rolls, edamame, and sliced edamame. I like to go ahead and add some vermicelli, which is rice sticks. And you just cook those for about 3 minutes. And this is what they come out like. And you can even put those inside the rolls if you'd like. It's just harder to roll them when you do that. So anyway, that is bento box number 5. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.